everyone, I'm Maki. I'm writing to let you know that the second Hathaway's Flash movie will be available to stream online. In Japan, it was announced that subscribers to services such as Amazon will be able to watch it from 31 August. It was also announced that viewers could watch it 2 weeks earlier by paying a fee. Now, I'd like to tell you a little about the character who is connected to the story. That character is Jane Nage. She also makes a brief appearance in Hathaway's Flash, but she's essentially a character from Char's Counterattack. What image do you have of her? Many probably think of her as Admiral Ray's girlfriend. But what if I were to declare that Jane Nage is the George Lucas of the Universal Century world? How would you feel? You might think, what is this person talking about? This time, we are going to take a look at Jane's skills as an engineer. In doing so, we may also find a clue to answering the question, why did she become Admiral's girlfriend? If you'd like to support my channel, please consider joining the membership for just 99 cents per month. As a thank you, you'll receive a name badge and comment stamps. Now, let's get started. Jane Nage is a technical officer in the Earth Federation Forces and the creator of the new Gundam's basic design. Hey, wait a second. Has this channel finally started broadcasting false information? I can already hear the angry responses coming from the other side of the screen. But this is absolutely not a lie. There is actually a passage written by Yoshiyuki Tomino. It's also one of the reasons why Jane and Amao became lovers. Most official reference materials state that Amao Ray created the basic design of the new Gundam. This has become common knowledge among fans everywhere. Here, we are going to look at the novel Highstreamer. It is one of the novels of Char's Counterattack written by Tomino. In this story, Jane shows Amao the blueprints for a newly designed Gundam. She did not create these blueprints by consulting with Amao. They are blueprints that she drew based entirely on her own ideas. When Amao sees the design, he is extremely surprised and confused. The mobile suit depicted in the blueprints is almost identical to the one Amao had imagined. Amao's reaction is so shocking that even Bright Noir, who is with them, is taken aback. Amao's level of confusion is something that even Bright, who has known him for a long time, has probably never seen before. Without thinking, Amao asks Jane, "Did you steal the information from inside my head?" After hearing Amao's words, Jane smiled proudly and replied, "I took the maximum average values of the characteristics of the Gundam-type mobile suits developed so far, converted them into numerical data and redesigned them using new materials." The new Gundam that Amao Ray had imagined was based on the same design philosophy. As both designs were based on the same philosophy, the final designs ended up looking extremely similar. This is a pretty interesting fact. Amao's imagined design for the new Gundam was extremely similar to Jane's creation. Amao Ray is an exceptional pilot. Among fans, you often hear the opinion that he is the strongest pilot in the Universal Century. But what kind of reputation does he have when it comes to mechanics and engineering? Compared to his piloting skills, isn't it more common to hear that his technical abilities are not quite as advanced? Nevertheless, it is quite remarkable that he possesses knowledge at roughly the same level as Jane, a technical officer working at the forefront of mobile suit engineering. Tomino's writing shows that Amao also has top-class mechanical knowledge. Similarly, Kira Yamato from the Seed series is not only an extremely skilled pilot, but also has top-class mechanical knowledge. Some people say that Kira is so capable that he seems out of place in the Gundam series. However, when we consider Ammo's abilities alongside Kira's, we could argue that Kira's abilities are simply a faithful continuation of the Gundam protagonist tradition. To be honest, just before this scene, there's also a moment when Chain gives Ammo a rather harsh assessment. It concerns the way Guzzy. In Highstreamer, the way Guzzy is described as a modified mobile suit that voices the Zeta Gundam's frame. While the new Gundam was a completely new design, the way Guzzy reused existing components. Chain gives Sid a harsh assessment, saying I acknowledge that you put effort into it, but it is still nothing more than a hobby. After hearing these words, Amaro decides that he is going to dislike her. However, afterwards, Amaro begins to develop romantic feelings for Chain through her serious attitude and actions towards mechanics, as well as the high level of knowledge revealed by her blueprints for the new Gundam. Does this relationship between Chain and Amaro remind you of anything? It is related to the topic I introduced in the previous episode about the similarities between Gundam and Star Wars. In that episode, I asked whether the beam saber was inspired by the lightsaber. I talked about how it is perfectly normal for talented creators to arrive at similar ideas independently and by coincidence. The idea was that Tomino did not imitate George Lucas's ideas, but rather came up with a similar idea independently. This situation is similar to the designs that Chain and Amaro came up with for New Gundam. While it may simply be a coincidence, it is still a fascinating phenomenon. After hearing everything we have discussed so far, you will probably have realized that it is not necessarily incorrect to say that Chain created the basic design of the New Gundam. Chain created her own design for New Gundam independently at the same time as Amaro. The fact is that her design was astonishingly similar to what Amaro had imagined. So, how was the New Gundam completed? Chain was a technical officer, not a pilot. Because of this, she incorporated Amo's opinions as a pilot into the New Gundam's design. Amo led the decision to incorporate the Psycho-Muse system into the design. The New Gundam was completed through Chain and Amo's cooperation. In fact, depending on your interpretation, you could think of the New Gundam as a child born to Amaro and Chain. Why was Amaro attracted to Chain? It was because she could envision the same future as him, even without exchanging words. Thank you for watching until the end. I'll see you again in the next episode.